Hey, pocket full of reptiles, what's going on? Hey, OKB, what's going on? Hey, well, happy birthday to you. Trying to get my computer going here so I can read everybody that's messaging me on the computer versus on the phone. How's everybody's weekend going? Just about there. All right. Make sure you smash that like button. What kind of... Oh, I gotta sign in real quick. What kind of morphs are you looking for? Just about there. I cleaned all my rats today, didn't get bit. I've only been bit a couple times since doing it. Hey, Dean Stranceless, what's going on? Cleaned all my rats, moved some of the little ones over into grow out tubs. Had a pretty good feeding response last night. Hey, Jay's Balls, congratulations on your clutch, bud. Hey, Jays, bring me some barbecue too. That sounds good. Yeah, I have one female rat that will guaranteed if I get too close or keep my hand in that tub too long, she's a very protective mother and she will nibble. She won't bite, but she'll just come up and let you know, hey, this is my tub. You need to get out of here. Yeah, I had a late night last night. I fed last night and then I went through and cleaned all the tubs. That way I wouldn't have to do it today. And then this morning when I got up, I ate breakfast and then cleaned my rats and cleaned that room up a little bit. Oh, the rats and around that. And just doing some laundry. Let's see here. Crazy. My wife is treating me to a snake for my birthday. Only thing is, I don't know what I want to add. So many genes. Yes. First, you need to decide if you want to add a recessive or a codominant or a dominant. Thanks, Donnie. Hope they all come out okay and mom eats soon. Unfortunately, I don't think the barbecue will be good by the time I get to Florida. Well, who knows? You never know unless you try. Yeah, mine got me good first time getting bit, and I live in a valley, so my cell service is shoddy at the best when I'm home. Yeah, I know how that feeling is. I'm definitely adding recessive, probably pied or clown. I can understand those two choices. I added a het clown to my collection a couple months ago, and of course, everybody knows I got pied. So, hey Eddie Lowe, hey King Repti, what's going on? Oh, just an update. Somebody came out of shed. Let me go get them, and we will find out if it's a male or female. First, I'm getting prepared. I'm gonna get some paper towels. Let's see here. Come here, bud. So 2 of the hatchlings ate last night. This is one of them. This is the other classic that we was waiting on to shed. Come on, be nice. Oh, and by the way, this is one of them that will be up for auction when we do the auction. Actually, this is the smallest one in the bunch. This one was only 63 grams. I don't want to mess with it too much because it did eat last night. So let's go ahead and find out what it is. As soon as I find out what it is, I'm going to put them back. All right, here we go. Drum roll. Oh, it is a female. So this female is going to be up for auction whenever we do the auction. This is one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and go put her up, and I'll be right back. Hey, Samantha, what's going on? Hey, Iron Dog, how's it going? I'm going to go ahead and write female on that tub so I don't forget. And King Rusty, your little girl is a hisser. All right. There we go. So how have you been, Samantha? Oh, you're getting a tattoo? That's awesome. I don't have any tattoos. I don't plan on getting any. But yeah, King Repti, yours is a little hisser. Every time I pick him up, he hisses like crazy. Or she. She hisses like crazy. I still need to get in contact with Jay's Balls. Make sure you message me after this live stream, bud. 55th tattoo? Wow. Hey, James Nelson, how's it going? Wow, that's crazy. You want your whole body covered, huh? So I want to tell you a funny thing that happened last night when I was feeding. Good thing I wasn't too close to the tub either. Hey, Ball and Chain, what's going on? Yeah, I was raised that, my mom and dad never had tattoos. And my mom instilled it in my head about tattoos. I don't mind seeing tattoos on other people, but I won't personally get any tattoos. That's just the way I am. So, Madame Vestal here, the Inchy Calico, I went to feed her last night. I pulled the tub open, and I had the feeders sitting right here. They're up here somewhere. And I grabbed it, and I knew she was looking because she was coming up to, kind of cocky. So I went over here. I kind of picked it up and went over. And when I went over, she kind of lunged out at me. She missed me by like 8 inches. But, then I put the rat on this side and I closed it. What did she do? She seen me out of the front part of this because I was feeding all these others. And she kept hitting the front of this tub like 5, 6, 7 times. And then she finally realized, hey, I'm not getting out of here. And then evidently she heard the rat or smelled it finally and turned around and hit it. But yeah, that was the first time she's ever done that. Tried to go through that tub after me thinking I was food, I guess. But that's a good food response, so I'm not complaining. Oh, let's see here. As an update, remember last week, the guy on the bottom's the only one that ate out of that whole rack? Well, very top guy ate. The second one didn't. He ate. He ate. He didn't. He ate. He ate. He ate. The next 4 didn't, and then the bottom 2 ate. So that was a good turnout in that rack. The one right, I think it's this one here. This is the Inchy. He's been kind of a picky eater, but I fed live last night and they got it. So that's awesome. Now in here, my normal girls ate. She finally ate for me last night. She ate a small rat live, which I'm very happy about. I'm finally glad to see her eat because she hasn't ate since I got her. So that is awesome. She ate a large. She didn't eat last night. She didn't eat last night. She didn't eat because she's in shed. But Blanche, the normal head albino, ate. This one ate. Bonnie ate. Bonnie ate for the 2nd straight week, so she is officially back on food. I am very happy about that. Let's go ahead and take a look at her. She's eating mediums. Look at how beautiful she is. You can see that lump in her. She is just beautiful. Hopefully she keeps eating. And it won't be long. She'll be up to breeding size, which will be awesome. Etta, she didn't eat. Pearl, she ate for the 2nd straight week, which I'm happy. And the one on the bottom, that's the classic that I got off of Craigslist a while back. And she ate like once or twice since I've had her. And I've had her since January, December. And she kept getting skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. I was starting to get worried. And last week she took 2. Go back where? Let me look at the messages here. What are those markings on the tub? Curious of your system. Okay. The markings on the tub. Like what I do, okay? Say it's feeding night. And I got to figure out how many of what I need to feed. Whether it's frozen thawed or live. Okay? I know that everybody in here can do live if I have those lives. But I also know that the bigger snakes are going to have to do frozen thaw because I do not have live that size. But as you will see, let me see if I can show you. Got a pretty good stockpile. Got to do some cleanup out here too. This is my rat freezer. I got mediums, I got larges, I got smalls. I got some pinkies, some extra large. As you can tell, I got quite a bit of rats. I would say probably 1/3 of them are the ones that I have raised and euthanized and put in there myself. But anyway, back to my story. So say it's feeding night and I'm going through figuring out what I need. I will go through each tub, or not eat, go through each tub, but I know just from up here. I'll mark down what they want, what they're going to eat. Small, large, medium, 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 all the way down. Okay? And then I will go back and I will count on what I need to thaw out or what I need. I do the frozen thawed first because it takes longer. So I'll get the frozen thawed, I'll put it in, I'll start thawing it out. And then, I'll give it about an hour thawing out. Then I'll go feed live and then I'll do frozen thawed. So anyway, so when I put the prey item in there, I will go back. Of course, when they coil it, they normally eat it. But when I put it in there, I'll go feed everything. Then I'll go back and, very slowly go through each one. If they eat it and they're good to go, I will put a circle around it, basically saying they ate it. Now, if they don't eat it, then I'll take it out and I'll erase it. Okay? So that is why there's markings on my tub. If I go through and like last night, that top tub up there, I noticed she shed, or he shed. So I'll mark shed and then put the date. That way I don't have to immediately go to my spreadsheet and put it in there. That's like these markings here. Yes, it is. It's dry erase marker. I have different colors depending on what I do. Or because some of them come up better and you can see them better. But like on these, I haven't made cards for them yet. So 72 grams, it's a female, and there's the date that she shed. This one, I know that last night was the day I fed, but he was 63 grams, the male, shed on that date, and I fed him a pinky. That is why I mark on my tubs, because there's a lot of times I don't get to, put it on the spreadsheet until later on in the week. So, that's just the way I do it. It makes it easier. And, I don't have the whole scan this app, that type of thing. So, now, this guy, this ghost, actually killed his prey but didn't eat it. So I had to erase it and I took him out. I actually cleaned all of these tubs, all of those tubs, and I cleaned those 2 tanks, and I cleaned what needed to be cleaned in those all last night. So I was up to like 3 in the morning doing that. But the reason why I do that so late on Saturday nights is that way my Sundays is not that busy. Because I know I got to clean rats and then, get that taken care of. I got household chores to do, laundry and all that. And, of course, this Sunday live. So I want to make sure I have time to do everything instead of being up late on Sunday. I'd rather do it on Saturday. So let's go in here and let's take a look at some rats. I'll be back in and I'll look on the feed and the messages and everything. I'll message everybody here in a minute. But let's take a look at some of these rats. This one don't have any babies in it. Let's take a look at some of my grow outs. Those are more interesting. There's some of my grow outs. And of course they want to be back in the back because they're scared. I got 3 tubs of grow outs. Next week, well, if I can cooperate here, that's the only bad part. I could fix this problem, but I'd rather do it this way. Okay, there we go. All right. Here's some more grow outs. There's about 19 in these tubs. And then I got the same amount in here, which we will look at over here. Right in there. So how I have it set up is these bottom 3 tubs on this side are all grow outs, and all the others are breeders. And I think I've seen yours, King Repty. I'll answer you in a minute. Eggs are still doing good. Everything is going great. I still plan on doing something in No, I don't. I never wanted to keep a rat as a pet. When I was younger, I had a hamster, but I don't want to keep none as pets. If I like them and I don't want to feed them off, I'll use them as a breeder. Hey, Riddick. I can't pronounce that name, but hello. I'll go back over and I'll answer some of you guys' messages here in a minute. I always like to keep clean, so. Alright, let's go over here and let's see what you guys have been talking about. I've been blabbing and haven't been reading. Just giving you guys the information you're asking for. Alright. There we go. Good way not to forget. Yeah, I've been doing that for a while. Hey, what's going on, Reese's? Samantha, they seem to all go into, well, mine seem to go all into shed in stages. King Repty, yes, your ball python will tame out. The more it's handled, the better off it'll be. All babies are defensive. Some are just more defensive than others. Same place, male went together. Fed started, went out and shed, blah, blah, blah. And it seems like all babies stay, if you keep a whole clutch, they normally cycle together. Hatchlings are often a little defensive at first. As long as its husbandry is good and you will handle him gently, he'll come around. That is very true. Yeah, everybody, make sure you hit that like button. I see that there's 9 watching and 8 watching now. Most snap out of it quickly. That is correct. Now, that is with one exception in my collection. And you guys should be proud of me. I have not used a hook with this guy for about a week and a half. But he still puffs up at me. And that's this ghost. I don't like that look. There we go. And just so you know, here is now, Jays, I'm not going to pick him up. Nice try. This is the 400 subscriber giveaway snake. which is the Black Pastel 100% Het Hypo. Jays, you guys seen him a couple weeks ago. He's good. Nice try. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, that ghost is one pain in my bottom, but that's all right. He's worth it. He is definitely worth it. I'm glad I have him, but if the right thing comes up, you know, I may or may not part with him. Let's check out some football scores. I know some of you guys like football, some of you don't, but let's take a look at some scores. My team lost this week, just preseason, not worried about it, and that's the Chiefs. Who's playing today? The Broncos are playing the Redskins. Nope. Well, hang on a second. Week 2, week 5. Okay. So week 3. All right, I'm looking at these wrong, I guess. Nope. Broncos don't play the Redskins. Hey, I see something about going Yoopers here. Hey, Jason, what's going on, brother? Hey, good luck on your trip to Garrick's tomorrow. Remember what we talked about, please. So how did I end up a Chiefs fan from Mr. Florida? Well, I used to live in Kansas most of my life. I lived in Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri. So I was a Chiefs fan ever since I was a kid. And I'm not one of them guys that change teams when you move. So I get a lot of flack about that here because I'm in St. Pete. Tampa Bay Buccaneers that stadium's about 15 minutes away from me. So, yeah. I tell everybody here, Tampa Bay is my NFC team. Kansas City is my AFC team. How do I feel about the Royals? I like the Royals. Royals are one of my favorites in the Major League Baseballs. How are your babies? Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not too much of a Green Bay fan, but hey. All right. So, let's take a look at some of Samantha's babies. See if I can remember what they are. It's been a while since she's been around. Well, she's hiding. And you might wonder who's that. That would be the lavender albino. She ate last night, so I don't want to bug her too much. Most of these girls did eat last night, so. Then, hey TJ's Reptiles. Hey DEA, what's going on, man? Let's see here. Then you got Clyde Barrel. He's in a food strike right now. But there's Clyde. And then Bonnie is back on feed finally. She's taken her second straight meal. She's eating medium rats. That's great. I'm very happy. Let's see what else. The banana's doing great. He's kind of on a food strike, but he pounded food. He's been pounding food pretty regularly, so I'm not worried. All right. Yeah, lavender albinos are awesome. I plan on doing a lot with mine. And I'm not going to tell you what they are, but I'm getting 4 breeders, 4 female breeders, probably January or February. So I'm excited about that. One of them is a gene that I do not have, and I gotta find a male for that female because it's a recessive gene. It's a multi-gene female, but a recessive is in it. I just told you. It's got a recessive gene in it, and I got to find a male for that. I might tell you when it gets closer. Yeah, it is. Well, I can tell you this much. 3 of them are females to help me prove out. So, are you guys ready for 2019 or 2000? Huh? Andrew, you gotta have secrets. Let's see here. Hey, if you don't have secrets, then everybody knows all your stuff. Oh, I think I'm pretty ready. I don't know what all I'm breeding this coming year, but we'll see. Depends on who's ready. I'm still doing some late breeding this season, so I'm hoping I'm still putting in Mojave with the vanilla. I just need females, 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 and more females. Males can start breeding 500-600 grams as long as they're popping plugs and they got good size to them. You don't want to breed one that's real small because if they go out of off food, they have been known to breed to death. So females, you want to make sure they're at least 2.5, 3 years old. At my opinion, 1,500 grams is the bottom weight that I want to breed a female. And that don't mean a female that is 1,500 grams that's real long and real skinny. You want some good fat on her so she knows, hey, I'm getting bred and you know that it's going to be better for her. And the reason I say that, from what I heard, it's not from experience, but from what I heard and read, the more fat they got on them when they're that small, the more likely they are going to be able to lay the next season. Because if you breed a female too small, they lay eggs. You're going to have to take a year off with her before you can breed her again, get her weight back up. Am I right on that, DEA? Did you get you a normal female, TJ? Awesome. Yeah, Bonnie is 2 this year. She actually turns 2 in a couple weeks. She turns 2 on the 29th. So she's got pretty good size on her for being that young. But I did what I had to do to be able to get her back on food. So I'm not going to throw Clyde back to her. And we'll see if she stays on food. I did my part. Or he did his part to get her back on food. Now I just got to get him back on food. Hey, Chevy Exotics, what's going on? Yeah, and it all depends on how big the female is. Like my normal last year. The one that gave me my banana. She was around 1,500 grams. She laid 4 eggs. Too bad, too good. But I contribute that to being pregnant whenever I got her. So she was under stress when she got here. And she already had follicles, evidently. But this year she laid 5 good eggs. And the Super Pastel laid 10 good eggs. And my het pied female last year laid 5 good eggs. And every single one of them made it through the incubator. So I have not lost any eggs. Yeah, I haven't thought about getting Russo that much. Pastel, Normal, Pastave, and they're all just babies. That's some good ones. What's your normal? Is that a male or female? Yes, Andrew, I still have my Mojave and the vanilla locking up. No, I have not seen that movie yet, TJ. I'm glad that my possible genetic stripe, no, not genetic stripe, genetic blackback, finally ate last night. I was starting to worry about her. Oh, okay. So what male are you going to breed to the female? Both of them? Just see what happens? Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pull that genetic blackback out and let you guys look at her and see if you agree if that's what she is. Because I still need to prove her out in my head. Yeah, lights on. Okay. I will be right back. I got to get my stool. All right, I just grew 10 inches. I'll be right back. All right. And I think this girl's kind of in shed. And I've kind of learned my lesson with this one. Do you guys think this is a genetic blackback? Come on, can you spread out a little bit? I know you don't like to be messed with, but I'm trying to show somebody. So do you guys think this is a genetic blackback? That's what I think. And she is going in the shed. But she ate a live one for me yesterday, so I'm going to go put her back before she gets too irritated at me. She's got her head turning. Okay, baby. Oh, you're fine. So now I've got a question for you guys. Since I've heard that people agree with me on that being a genetic blackback, what mixes good with the genetic blackbacks? What morphs look good with them? And to answer your question, DEA, if I grew 10 inches, I'd be 2 feet. And I actually don't think that's a true 10 inches. I think it's more like 8. Let me look. Now you got me wondering. Alright, so let's just see how tall I did grow. Oh, I was close. It's 10.5 inches. So I was officially over 6 feet tall. Hey, Slash Master, what's going on, Jeff? All right, so I hear banana. What else looks good with genetic blackbacks? Hey, any moment's better than just staying the same height my whole life. Hey, I was 6'1.5" there for a minute. Let's see here. Just got my albino from... There's not a whole lot with genetic blackbacks on Morph Market, I don't think. Let me look real quick. It's a good thing about computers. You can do multiple things. Let's see here, I agree. I'm just going to go to calculate. Genetic blackback. And we'll just go normal. Go genetic blackback. I've got to sign in. What do you guys think of the genetic blackback? You guys like it or no? No, my genetic blackback's a female. I gotta remember my password. There we go. Okay. So we got VPI Exantic, which I don't have any Exantic. Pastel, it looks okay. Firefly, it's okay. Oh, well, put a light multi-gene banana or something to her to see what happens. Calico. I don't have any female or male calicos. Oh, I might. I guess I could put the pastel inchy calico to her. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Look at that one. That is a genetic blackback Mojave. That's not a bad looking one. Here, see, to me the banana don't look, this is a genetic blackback banana. Yes, it has been produced. That's what this is right here. I do have an idea though. Let me look on here to see if, let's go genetic. Because this is what I thought of whenever I got the gene. I don't think there has ever been a genetic blackback pied. That might be one to get there. Let's see here. See anybody saying anything? Yeah. Let's see here. Let's go to genetic blackback morph list of world of ball pythons. It's a dominant gene. There's a bamboo blackback pastel. But let's go to search. Let's go to genetic blackback. There's actually not a whole lot. There's only 21 different morphs that are on there. See you later, Samantha. Thanks for stopping by. I think I want to throw a pod to her. I think that's the way to go. That would be the way to go. Yep, it'll be pied. Mine, whenever I search, it does both. I'm looking on World of Ball Pythons right now, and there is no pied genetic blackback. So I might try to go for that. So, with that being said, let's see what the turnouts would be. Genetic blackback, het pied to a there is no, let's see, this is a genetic blackback is a dominant. Dominants do not have supers, correct? Or do they? Who all do we still have in here? Do you guys know if the dominant ball python morphs have a super version or no? Dominant. Dominant is a trait that you can always see in animals' pattern. For example, when a spider is bred to normal, about 50% of the babies should be normals. The other 50% should be spiders. None of the spider genes gets passed down to normal-looking babies. They are dominant. They are completely normal. When a spider is bred to another spider, 75% of the babies, which not supposed to breed spiders. So there is supers. Okay, sweet. All right. So, get off of there. Let's get off of there. Let's see what's going on here. All right, King Reptile. I'll keep you guys updated on when they'll be ready to go. So, Jay's Balls, do you have any more clutches coming this year? And hopefully this week, if I get a chance, it all depends on work, those might be getting a rack built around. Nope, but we'll start pairing in a couple of months. Okay. Yeah, the only one I'm still pairing up. Gotta go pick up my second rescue this weekend. We'll be posting my first video later today. Awesome. Looking forward to seeing it. What rescue is it? Yeah, I'm still doing my Mojave to vanilla. She is pounding food right and left, and she's wrapping the bowl. I think I felt follicles, and if I did, they're about like this right now. So I'd say a couple months she should do she should be in ovulation. Crossing my fingers. She's a pretty good sized girl too. Forfeit normal male. Oh, okay. Have a great day, Jeff. Thanks for stopping by, bud. Oh, I want to update you guys on something. I'm not going to bring them in. I don't really want to mess with them right now, but I'll show you. So, you remember a couple weeks ago when I did the smaller rat euthanization chamber? Well, there was a small issue with that one, but I went and got something else that's going to work a lot better. And here's why. I haven't used this thing yet, but I know it's going to work out great. So the problem I was having with the other one was the top was popping off because there's nothing to hold it down. So this is my smaller euthanization chamber I just made. This here. I got it at Walmart. And that's what it is. See if I can get to focus a little bit. Okay? And I got it because of these latches. It'll hold it down. Okay? That holds that top down so it's not going to come up. I did drill a hole right there for a piece of air line. I'm not going to glue it in. I'm just going to shove it in there because it is pretty tight going in. So it's not going to pull out. But I'll just stick it in like that. I'll put this end in a water bowl. I'll shove the stuff in here and then it'll push the air out here. I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to use it next week. But it should do a lot better. Plus, I'm looking at getting a CO2 get a CO2 tank versus using these. Because with this, it's just an all of a sudden gush of air going in. But if you get like a paintball gun tank and get you some hoses and stuff and put it in, you can just very slightly turn it on and just have a constant flow. Which I think that's going to be better. So that's what I'm going to do. I will try it out most likely next week because my rats will be bigger at that point, and I got more I'm going to have to transfer over next week. I got quite a bit to transfer over anyway, literally. So as long as they keep producing like they are, I'm going to keep feeding live smalls, and that rack there should eat a lot more. They really don't care for frozen too much, but if they're hungry, they'll eat them. So, as you can tell, everybody here did shed finally. Jays, your female's doing good. She has not ate yet. There's her information. She weighs 72 grams. It's a female. She shed on 8/10. That's your girl. And there was 3 girls and 2 guys. 2 boys. And for the auction, there's going to be a female here and a male here. Yep. The weights that the female, or that they came out of the egg at, is 72, 63, 76, 71, and 74. So that one we sexed earlier, that female, that was not the smallest one. The one that ate yesterday, the other one that ate, she is the smallest one. That's Zach's, which his is a male. So I still need to get into contact with him, and I'll talk to you after the live stream, Jay, about yours. And I already know what's going on with Ed and Repti. And as soon as I find out for sure on Zach's, then we'll know what we're doing on the auction. So that's what's going on with them. As soon as they get some meals and they gain a little bit of weight, they'll be ready to go. You're making me hungry, Jay. I want some. You want to know what I'm having for supper? Something I ain't had in a while. And it's good any meal. I'm eating breakfast for supper, but I am going to make me, and see if anybody else does this, pancakes. Okay? Of course, I put butter on top of the pancakes. Then I put peanut butter on top of the butter, and then I put syrup on top of that. Anybody else put peanut butter on their pancakes? That's all. That just makes it taste awesome. It's got to be a thick layer too. Biscuits and gravy I have every day off the lunch truck. Yeah, peanut butter. Try it. It's awesome. My mom used to, when I was little, we'd go to her boyfriend's on the weekends, and he'd make pancakes and eggs and, that type of stuff. And she always told me, you have to eat a pancake without peanut butter first before you eat one with peanut butter. So what I do is I put the egg down and then put the pancake on top of the egg, eat that egg, and then get another pancake and eat with peanut butter. No, I don't do Hershey syrup. I use I'll show you what syrup I use. And they didn't have the butter kind, so I had to get this other one. Hungry Jack, original. I like the butter better, but I haven't ate waffles in years. Now, I'll tell you something good is to do French toast and put peanut butter on French toast and eat it. Oh, it's awesome. So when you guys make grilled cheese, do you use 1 or 2 slices of cheese? Yeah, waffles are okay. I got nothing against waffles. 2. Yep, I do 2 also. 1 just is not enough. And of course, I got to use the Kraft singles. Yes, bread does need to be buttered. Now, I had a girl once that used mayonnaise instead of butter. That was good too. Use mayonnaise and then put that on the skillet side. It was good. I just use American Kraft singles. Actually, it's not. That's what I thought at first, but she made one and I tried it. It was awesome. So, who likes, I'm not going to say it, but SOS? You have a good day too, Jays. Make sure you message me later. I've never tried that Munster cheese. I've never tried that kind. What kind of cheese is that like? All right, let's see, much cheese. I've never had that before. I haven't either. I'm gonna try to look it up and see what it says it is. It's an American imitation of the French Munster cheese. Let's see here. It don't look good. Looks, that's what it looks like. That cheese taste, it's a buttery, mild cheese. It's similar to Jack in taste, but with less bite. Munster is typically made from whole milk, and it is not for low-fat fans. So there you have it. The things you learn on Sunday Chat with DER. It's got a lot of fat in it. Well, too much cheese is too fat, has too much fat anyway. Yeah, I kind of am too. I'm going to make pancakes as soon as I get off of here. DER's health channel. Food channel, there we go. Oh, I gotta see how NASCAR's doing today. I don't have cable, so let's look that up and see what's going on NASCAR. Michigan. Let's go to this. Truex Jr.'s in the lead. 87 of 200 laps. Oh, okay, good. No, stick with reptiles. I agree, I'm going to. Well, I'm going to stick with ball pythons, I'll put it that way. So do you guys think I should stick with DER reptiles, or do you think I should just include like a ball python type name? Like DER, I don't know if that's one or not. Let me look. Let's see here. Well, I was thinking maybe DER's exotic ball pythons, but that's too long, not catchy enough. DER. I'll think of something. DER reptiles I'm used to, but we'll see. That's just something under advisement right now. Yeah, DER reptiles is pretty good. I was thinking even DER's exotic balls with a Z. But that name's kind of sketchy, depending on who reads it. What do I think is the best substrate for an egg box? I think that all depends on kind of what your experience is and what you're comfortable with using. I've heard Hatchright is good if you don't want to use anything to set any like light diffusers or anything to set on top. But that stuff's kind of pricey. Me personally, I use Paralight with egg diffusers, and then I put like the water in the Paralight and then put the light diffuser on top. Hatchright's just hard to find. I know you can find it online, but it's not cheap. And vermiculite, yeah, it's good too, but you just got to know how to mix it and stuff. And I'm just too nervous about the eggs drowning, so. Now, I've seen a video that, oh, who was it? Constriction Addiction put out, I think is who it was. how to mix vermiculite. And he says it's perfect. Hey, Hazels, welcome. Everybody say hi to Hazels. Not many people here today, but that's all right. We can still have a good chat. How's your weekend going, Hazel? You're welcome. Any interesting news coming from the Hazel's family? Hazel Reptiles family? We're just feeding snakes and, well, not feeding them on camera, but I fed last night. Cleaning snakes, cleaning rats, doing the same old thing. Yeah, that's a fun trip with the family, going to the zoo. I haven't been to the zoo since I was a kid. It's all right though. Let's see here. So what's your most let me see how to word this. What project are you looking forward to the most in your collection, Hazel? Let's see here. All right, it's going good. I found my white leucistic ball python Layla in the closet. LOL. I fed her last night and a big rat, and she's nice and fat. How long did she go missing for? I just got a new turtle. He will be 100 pounds. Oh, okay, so it's a baby. When he's 10 years old, so I'm excited. This will be my big dog in the backyard. What about the weather though? Are you where it gets cold, or does it stay warm year round? All right, guys. Well, I'm going to jump off here so I can get supper cooked and get everything done and over with so I can relax a little bit. It's been a long weekend. Got to go to work tomorrow. What's that, Hazels? I'm trying to guess. I don't know what, though. I'm not leaving just yet, LKB. I might get an albino boa. I'm so excited. I'm going to chat with you later. Have a great week. Boas are not quite my style. I'll stick with ball pythons for now. I got plans for something else, but this ball python stuff has to work out a little bit more before I decide to do this other. And it's hard to do what I want to do here. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody for smacking that like button. Have a great week. Remember, I do a vlog on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then I live stream on Fridays and Sundays. Yeah, snakes are good. I mean, I've only been in this hobby for a couple years. And right now I'm very passionate about breeding ball pythons. There's so much you can do with them. So many different morphs you can make, which you can do that with any reptile. But I want to get one thing under control before I just start venturing out and doing others. So anyway, have a good week. Please you comment on my last video so I can make you guys moderators. TJ, and you comment on my last video. Yeah, no problem. I'll find your last video right after I get off of here, and I'll comment on it real quick. No problem. Thank you. And since you did that, here's what I'm going to do. All right, comment again, Hazel. Dun, da, da, da. There you go. Now you're a moderator on my channel. There you go. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, all that kind of good stuff. We do have a 400 subscriber giveaway going on right now. Black Pastel Head Hypo. We are at, I don't know what we're at right now. I think we're at 330 or so. So keep in mind, as soon as we hit 400, we'll give that sucker away. And it is a male. And I will see everybody in the next vlog. Thank you for coming.